Hey everyone, it's me Lisa from TRW, the Rhinestone World. Today in our Facebook Live, we are going to go over different summer projects, patriotic projects, and different ideas to do with that. So before I get going with my cuts, my projects here, I have this little hat. This is going up on our YouTube channel soon too, but I just wanted to show you. This is a video that I just finished. This is where I show you how to curve text, which you can do this in Corel and the Wizard as well. Instead of an offset, you would do an island. And then I just went and curved text on here and pressed it onto the hat. So check this out. This will go on our YouTube channel soon. I don't have my hairs up, so it looks kind of weird, but fun little summer hat. This is cool because it's great for bridal parties, vacation, that sort of thing going on here. All right? I love it. So don't forget, as we keep going, don't forget to comment, don't forget to like and share. That will enter you to get the giveaways at the end. And don't forget, the more people we have in the live broadcast, the more stuff I can give away. And I brought some extras here just in case. All right? So let's go ahead and get started. So I am going to start with some HTV designs. So let's go right here, and I have 2 pieces of HTV. Do you need me to move this?
It should be okay.
Okay, I'm going to move it a little bit because I already committed. All right, so we have 2 pieces of HTV here. So I have Caesar glitter in red and royal blue. So I love using these this time of the year. And what I did for these is both designs that I'm working on are actually cut in this vinyl. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up this smaller one. So I thought for a second I weeded the wrong section. So these are designs. Did we link it in the description already, these designs, or how are we? So one thing to note, all these designs that I'm working on in our Facebook Live, we're going to put in the description for you. And you can use the code, TRW80? TRW YouTube 80, and you can get these designs for 80% off. What is this, like, literal party going on in the comments? I look over and I just see, like, all these conversations happening and I can't keep up. And it all is because of Gabe. Was there a party going on in here? Alright, so I'm just weeding this design. I don't know why, but I just got so afraid that I was weeding the wrong section of this. You guys ever have that? Where you start weeding and you panic and think that you've done the wrong section? Yep, that's me. The code is going to be in the description. TRW YouTube 80, I believe, is the code. Oh, there's no trash in here. It's over there. That's okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to keep weeding this out. All right, and then I got one little section here. And now I'm just going to check it. You can see I'm missing some parts over here. So again, don't forget, you can ask questions as I'm going. I can see your comments coming through. I love seeing your questions. So if you have any questions on the process, anything else that you're working on, please feel free to ask it. That's why we do these lives, so you can kind of get some live interaction. All right, so here's our first design. Here's the background of it. So let me go ahead and trim this out. And I'm going to leave that top one in there, and I'll weed that for the next design. All right, so let's go ahead and get this little guy. And so I'm going to trim this out, and then this last piece here, I'm just going to weed off. All right, so we have that going on. So this design is, I'm using a couple of them. I think this one is like America's Stripes or something like that. It's on our channel. It's on our website. We're also going to link it in the description and the comments, so you can check it out. You can get these for 80% off. Now, don't forget the Memorial Day sale just launched, okay? So we have, what's on sale? Magic Flock, foil, adhesive, designs, tote bags. I think that might be it, right? Magic Flock, yeah, I said that first. You weren't listening, Jonathan. I'm just teasing. All right, so let's go right down here. So I like this design because you know me, you guys know, I like my simple designs, clean lines, lots of negative space. So this is what we're working with this one. So let's go right here. Let's set this up, and I'm just going to trim off this part right here. All right, so here's what my design is going to be. Do you find the blade goes blunt quickly when cutting glitter? Maggie, no, I don't really see that. I cut a lot of different things, and my blade doesn't dull too quickly. It could be really a myriad of things you may be cutting, especially if you do cut a lot of magic flock or paper, especially is going to do that to you. All right, America. Okay, so let's go through it, and we're going to start pressing. So let's jump over to my heat press. So here's my auto clam press. Let me turn it a little bit. Can I turn that? There we go. It's a little easier. So we have my 16 by 20 auto clam. Let me go right here and grab my shirt. So I am using a J America glitter tee. Check this out. I love this one, this pearl, because it's a nice creamy color with gold in there. So it's great for like a more vintage look. Sorry, I didn't think you had to move the camera too. Sorry. It gives you a nice little vintage look. So with something like this, with the shirt like that, you could even kind of use more muted colors. So instead of doing the royal blue, you could do old blue or true blue and kind of mute it that way. I'm going to go ahead and do the royal, but we're all set right here. So I did my pre-press. We're going to line up my design. So I'm going to keep it together because my America goes past the red. So I kind of want to use that to line up. So let's go ahead and line this up right here. I'm basing it off the collar and my armpits. And guys, don't forget, there are 182 people in here live right now. Go ahead, keep commenting, keep liking, keep sharing. We need to get a bunch of people in here because we need to have a cool giveaway, okay? So here's my cover sheet. So since we're layering 2 colors, what I'm doing with my first color is I'm just tacking it down. The great thing about this Caesar line of vinyl is that it activates after a couple seconds. Now, we'll need the full dwell time, so the full amount of time with heat on it, but it can come off the carrier after just a couple seconds. So we're gonna bring this down. My heat press is set to 315. Go ahead and take this. Let's peel this off. So you can see my vinyl is down. It's off my carrier. Now again, don't forget, this does not mean you can, just press your shirts all for 1 or 2 seconds and that'll be fine because it's not actually, curing on there. So you definitely need to make sure you're doing your full amount of time. So here's my America. The way that this is set is there's a little bit of space between my colors. You guys, if you've been coming to my lives or coming to my webinars or seen my videos, you know I love doing space between my colors. I think it's a lot easier to press, and also it helps define the colors a little bit more. So let's go ahead, and I'm again only going to press a couple seconds, okay? So a couple seconds. Let's go ahead and lift this up. So even though this is my last color, whenever I layer colors, I really, I try to take off the carrier after a couple seconds anyway, and then do my final press with just my cover sheet. That way I don't have any weird colors mixing, I don't have any denting in there. I just want that all set up like this. So I saw a couple things in here. So someone asked about the J America shirts. Do they run true to size? Not really. They're kind of like a lady's size, so I have to size up 1, sometimes 2. Someone asked what's the trick with the armpits. So the armpits are the center of your chest. So basically, the way it works is this is the center of your chest right here. So I line up about the middle of the design, maybe a little bit higher, up off of that to line up my design. All right, so we have America. I'm gonna go to the front camera so you can see. America. All right, so we have that set right here. So I made my design a little bit smaller. Typically I do like 9.5, 10 inches. This is closer to 8. I just want it to be like a cutesy little design here. So don't forget, we're doing giveaways at the end. If we get enough people, you can win this shirt. So we go ahead and set this to the side, and we're gonna do our second shirt, okay? What do you guys think? Do you like it? I think it's cute, but I think, I'm a little biased too. All right. So let's go through and weed our second design. Boop. All right. And tell me if you can hear me okay. All right, so let's go ahead and weed our second design. So I'm going to grab my weed box and pull up from here. All right. So I know you guys are real surprised to see this. We're doing another America. And this one has stars. So I'm going to go ahead and weed out these inside stars. Don't forget, you guys, you know I've said this, but these designs are going to link in the description. We're also going to pin a comment for it. You can get these designs 80% off on the website. So that is even higher. So I know downloads are part of the sale going on right now, but keep in mind that that code we're giving you now is for 80% off. So that's a higher discount than you do with the Memorial Day sale. So if you like these designs specifically, you can get them cheaper, okay? So just keep that in mind. So let's go through. Let's go ahead. And this is going to be the longest part of weeding. It's just that I set up the design to have the stars weeded out to go on a light shirt, all right? So sometimes I like with Memorial Day designs, I like to set it up to go on light shirts. That way I don't have to press another color of vinyl. Where's my polish ring? I forgot it. I didn't get it. I was so concerned about getting all my stuff ready before the rain that I just walked out of my office without it. But that's okay. I don't need it. And again, this is Caesar glitter. This is royal blue. We're just weeding out these stars. Don't forget, while I'm doing this, we do have a sale going on, okay? All right, so we're almost done. I'm just weeding out these last sections. But I'm excited. I would have liked to go to the beach this weekend for Memorial Day, but because it's going to rain all weekend, I'm just gonna hang out. Nick and I just got a puppy, so hang out with our dog. The rain is not the best for house training, which is what we're trying to do, but hey, you know, you win some, you lose some, whatever. Okay. Stars! So let's go ahead and cut this off. I'm just going to cut this section off and then like peel off the rest of the vinyl because there's no way I'm going to use a scrap. Volume isn't that great. Sorry. Hold on. You did? Thanks, Jonathan. All right, so here's my first color. Now we're going to go ahead and do our second. And this is actually going to be a multi-deck design. So we're also going to do rhinestones for this as well. So let's go ahead and peel this up. And I'm not having any issues weeding. That is the beauty of doing test cuts. Once you have your cut settings working great for your machine, you should really cut, these things should be able to cut with ease, all right? Can you use the stars for another shirt? Definitely. You could. Some of them are like not full stars because of how the design is set up. You can definitely use it for another shirt. That's a great idea. So let's go ahead and bring this over. You guys are like so thrifty. Everyone's asking, can you use that for another shirt? All right, so let's go over, oh no, I'm gonna bring this over here because I'm gonna start brushing stones. All right, check this out. Oops. So now we're gonna add rhinestones to this. So I have my little chalkboard here and we have an America outline. All right, so we're gonna go through here. I'm just gonna do standard crystal stones. So I'm gonna peel off my my Magic Flock template. I don't know why, but I could not remember the name of that for some reason. All right, so let's go right here. Let's dump our rhinestones. Again, the trick is do more stones than you think you need. Oh, Bino, I know what I forgot. When I go to press, will you bring me a scoop?
Sure.
Thank you. So check that out. I'm already done brushing. I always forget something in the live. I can never remember everything. So check it out. My rhinestones have fallen into the template. We're all set to go. I peeled up the tape. All right, so you guys, if you have come to a show, you know what I'm gonna say, commit, okay? So you put your tape down. Matt likes to go from the middle I like to go from the side, so I'm going to smooth it down. Drop that, smooth it, drop it down, commit, then we're all good. Do not start dropping it and second guess, because that is how your stones lift up and move, and you're starting over and you're going to be unhappy about it, okay? So let's go ahead and lift this up. Check that out. All the stones came up, no problem. Cute. All right, and the great thing is we can reuse this template, so we can use it for other designs if we want. All right. Look at you guys still talking about the stars. You guys are so economical. I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and put our backing down. All right, so I have my stars, my rhinestones, and my colors. So let's go over to the heat press. While I do this, will you grab me a scoop? Oh, I think I see one over there. All right, guys. And again, what I picked up my stones is the acrylic hot fix tape, not bling anything, okay? All right, so let's do our pre-press. Is there no scoop in there?
Yeah, it's just a box.
I do have one in my rhinestone drawer, my pink rhinestone drawer. It's the second one. All right, so let's go ahead, lift this up. All right, guys, just an update, we're at 325. This is, I think, more than what Matt got the other day, which is always a victory for me. But guys, I would really love to give away a whole bunch of stuff. So don't forget, keep sharing. The other day we got to 591. That'd be really cool if we could do it again. All right, so let's go right here and let me show you what this is going to look like. All right, so we have our outline. And then we also have, I'm going to kind of put this underneath to show you. Oh no. And then our rhinestones are going to go like this. You guys see that? All right. So when we do something like this, so we have talked about how vinyl needs temperature and pressure, temperature and time. It also needs pressure. So when we do vinyl and rhinestones together, we want to put our vinyl down first because we want it to get the pressure. Thank you. We want it to get the pressure. And if we do our rhinestones first, they're kind of raised, and so we're not going to get that. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to line it up. Now this J America is a V-neck, so it's a little bit easier, in my opinion, to line up. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer to that. Let's lift off this blue, and now we're going to go ahead and press our first color, okay? So this is red. Whenever we layer our colors and we press the first one, you just need to press it for a couple seconds to get it to stick. Okay, so let's go ahead, a couple seconds. Bring that up. So there's our first color. Now make sure you have good pressure. If you are pressing it down and when you lift it up, your vinyl's coming up, just like put it right back down. All right, so this is probably going to be the most challenging part at first because we are lining up our second color, but we need to make sure the spacing is even all around because our rhinestones are going to go in there, okay? So let's go ahead, let's do our second color and press it down. And guys, I just saw that Matt Vassallo just joined, so just let him know and let him see how I have a higher number than he did the other day. And you guys, if you keep sharing, we're gonna do some really cool giveaways, okay? So I have templates, shirts, and bags to give away today. If we get, so I got 591 the other day. So if we can get to 600, I'm gonna give you guys, we're gonna do another scoop, okay? And then after that, let's talk about mini packs, okay? So let's get you to 600, and then we're gonna talk about more stuff, all right? So check this out before I press. See this little guy? See that? One of my stones kind of flipped over as I was going. That's not a big deal, okay? So I'm gonna go through, peel off my paper backing, and let's go ahead, pick this up. And I can just use my tweezers. Hold on, it's sticking. There you go. Use my tweezers, drop it down, and we have it set like that. But yeah, 425, you guys, so keep going. I've already beat Matt's number, so it's all just bragging at this point. But you know, I don't know if you know this about me. I know you know Matt's competitive, but I am just as competitive. So, you know, feel free to let me beat him, and we'll kind of go from there, okay? So let's go right here. and I have my stones down. So I'm just gonna go ahead, this is covering my whole design. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press this for 15 seconds. So rhinestones, I typically press around 335. I'm gonna press this again at 315 where my vinyl is. It'll be totally fine. We're just gonna do the full 15 seconds. All right, so don't forget, we're doing 3 designs today. So I saw someone less than $5 for both these designs, okay, with the code YouTube80. This last design I think is awesome, okay? So don't go shopping yet because you're gonna like it. All right, so I have a thinner lady shirt, so I'm gonna separate it right away. I don't want the glue from the rhinestones to get to the back of my shirt. All righty, check this out. Oh my goodness, check this out. Look at this. How cute is this shirt, man? So I always like doing stuff like this. You know, I love doing stuff with text, okay? I'm gonna go to this front camera. I love doing stuff with text, don't get me wrong. But I think there's just something about doing a picture or a shape, you know? And I love something like this for the summer and you know, July 4th and everything, that it's just like cute. It's like classy, you know? So I love doing something like that. Jesse, let's not talk about how Matt got 1,000. That's an anomaly, okay? All right, so we're gonna go right here and we have this, all right? So don't forget, this kind of goes with the fireworks that I did last week that Pilar just mentioned. All right? So you guys, I know you guys really love my, how I did rhinestones last week. So you guys want to see a rhinestone design that I'm doing. So we have a full rhinestone setup going on. So let me go ahead and I'm going to place my template. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put it right back on the backing to my transfer tape. So we're all set, okay? All right, so let's go over to this other camera and we are going to start brushing it. We're going to do 3 colors of rhinestones and we're actually going to be using some SS6 rhinestones as well. All right, so because I still have my crystal down, I'm going to start. So right here, I have my templates. This is going to be for SS6 stones. This is for crystal, blue, and red. And so sometimes when I have sections of my design that are similar, I'll write down the color it's going to be. So this is going to be blue, this is going to be red. All right, so let's do our crystal. Let's lay that down. So we're going to be layering 3 colors and 2 sizes, okay? So let's go right here. Drop this down. And I just like to shake it to kind of loosen up my rhinestones. And let's see how many I can get on to my template, all right? So we're brushing in our rhinestones. We're kind of going from there. So check it out. I'm basically done. We're going to do a little pile. Check it out. So there's our first color. Backing. So we have this all set. Check this out. Todd, you know, you've watched enough lives. You're ready for rhinestones. Just go out and do it, okay? All right, so we have our stones there. We're just moving it to the side. So now what we're going to do, what did we ooh at? Why is Matt commenting under the, oh, you get to 500, I will throw in a 100 gross crystal rhinestone giveaway. Guys, do you see that? If we get to 500, you can get 100 gross of crystal. Do you want it or not? Come on, keep sharing. But just so you know, Matt, like, I've now averaged 2 weeks in a row. I was up over 400, so, like, just one thing to note. In the middle of the day when everyone's working. Yeah, you guys are watching your phone, but at your desk at work. All right, so we're layering colors, guys. Do you remember this from last week? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some space over here. Actually, I'm going to kind of layer it that way. So I'm going to do one side really close, and then the rest of it's going to be my hinge. So let's go ahead and drop this down. Bring that over. All right, do you see? Super easy. I committed. So we're going to smooth that down. Let's get these little rhinestones out from under here. Did any more questions come in that I missed? Pretty good. So don't forget these designs. We have it in the comments, and then are they added? Did we edit the description and put them in the description too?
They're pinned right now.
They're pinned. So these designs are pinned. So you can use the pinned comment, purchase these designs, use the coupon code TRWYouTube80. You can get it 80% off, which is a better deal than the Memorial Day sale going on right now. So let's go ahead and clean this up. Oops, I don't want to go under this corner. I didn't smooth that corner enough. Alright, so let's go ahead, brush these, or I have it set like this. Alright, so again, guys, this is going to be a really cute design. This is going to be a little patriotic rhinestone bow. We're going to press it on a tote bag, okay? And these are the tote bags that we have on sale right now for Memorial Day. So you definitely, this is a great project that you can do this weekend. Well, not this weekend because you won't have the materials, but you can do this project and you can take advantage of the sale for it, all right? So let's go ahead and keep cleaning this. Guys, we're at 477. You're going to write these down, right, Bino? You can do a note on the computer. So if we get to 500, we get 100 gross of crystal rhinestones, okay? That we're going to give away. All right, so check it out. So let's go ahead. Let's kind of move this over, and we're just going to brush this up. So cleaning up your stones typically won't take this long, but I have made so many messes that I go slowly because I don't want to mix my colors more than I've already mixed them on accident, all right? So check it out. What type of vinyl do you use for rhinestones? So these rhinestones, you don't need vinyl. So we cut our template with the Magic Flock template material. And then these rhinestones are picked up with acrylic hot fix tape. And then the rhinestones themselves are what we call hot fix rhinestones. So they adhere themselves using heat. The glue is already on the backing. All right, so we have our first, shut up, look at that, 504. If we get to 600, I'll give away a magic scoop too. All right, so we have that going on. So there's our first color. That's our crystal. And check it out. So keep sharing, guys. The more you share, the better the prizes get, okay? And the more I can inform Matt of how good I'm doing. All right, so here's my first color. Now check it out. So I am going to be doing this template here, all right? So these are SS6 stones. These are 2 millimeter. And the way we stack our templates is that these boxes are the same size. So if you line up your squares right on top of each other, then they're going to line up with your design. So I don't see the black of the table underneath, which is a good sign because that means we don't have stones stacked on top of each other. So we're going to go through and I'm going to switch over to my small brush for this. This is my red handle brush. So let's go ahead and dump my rhinestones on here. These are my SS6 stones, and these are crystal. So I did this. I like using this design. I don't always pick designs that have SS6 stones in them because they're not my favorite to work with, to be honest. But sometimes it can really define your shape. It can kind of show that detail in there. So, you know, if the price is right, the trade-off, then I will use SS6 stones. So I know a lot of you say that they're a super pain. Yeah, you know, maybe they don't brush in as easily as SS10 stones, but check it out. I'm doing it right now, and I'm not having that much trouble, okay? So let's go right here. So I did my little circles. So I have everything set except for one little stone, okay? 2. I'm missing 2 rhinestones, all right? So let's go brush this out of here. And I'm just going to grab tweezers and drop them over there. So hold on 1 second. Let me run over and get my tweezers, and I'm going to fix that super fast. All right, so let's go right here, and let's go ahead and grab this grab this rhinestone. Oops. I got nervous from all my trash talking, Matt. All right, so we got that one. Now you can also use a little pickup crayon for this, or the pickup pencil, whatever is easiest on you. I like using tweezers, but that's really just a personal preference. The trick is when you go to pick them up with your tweezers, don't squeeze too hard. You basically squeeze them right out. Just a gentle touch and you'll be fine. Oh, that's upside down. All right, so we fixed that. We're all set there. You guys see that? Are we good? Okay. All right, so let's go right here. Let's move these over here. I'm just going to move this away from the side. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's drop our tape down. So in reality, oops, you should do the 6s first. They're a little bit easier to pick up if you put them first on the tape, but we'll be totally fine. Because the 10s are a little bit bigger than the 6s, I'm just smushing down really hard to make sure my tape gets it. The only reason why I did my crystal 10s, I broke it trying to smooth it. The only reason why I did my crystal 10s first was because I already had them on the board, okay? So proper protocol is you're gonna do your 6s first, but hey, rules are meant to be broken, right? So let's go ahead and lift this up, and we're all set over there. All right, so let's go right here, and I'm just gonna lift up this 6 template now, and we can clean up these stones. So now I'm gonna clean up these stones without the tape down. It's really a personal preference. Sometimes I like doing the tape, sometimes I like doing it this way, so let's go ahead and clean up these stones and get these out of here because I really don't wanna mix my sizes. So one thing, and I'm going to show you something that goes on with this brush. There are a couple things you want to look out for when you're working with SS6 stones. Is because they're so small, sometimes they can kind of like get caught in your brush. So let's go right here, bring this down, and get this out of here. So when you're doing this, just check your brush. Can you guys see that? Can you see those stones like stuck in there? So let's go right here. Just gonna kind of scrape these off. And I'm a little bit far from the screen right now, so if you're asking questions, I'm gonna try to get to it. All right, so let's go right here. Let's drop this in here. And so we have 2 more colors to go for a 4th of July bow. So yeah, these are small. These are 2mm rhinestones. They're really little, okay? All right, so we're just gonna clean that up. Guys, you know, definitely clean up as you go. You don't wanna damage anything. All right, so let's do our next color. So this one is the top of our bow. This is going to be blue. See that right there? So let's go ahead and stack these squares. So you can see, I can see a little bit of a stone on that side, so I'm going to readjust it, fix my corners. Perfect. So let's drop our cobalt, our blue, put that over there. So let's go ahead and brush these in. And I'm going to go ahead and keep using my little brush because it feels right today. And the design's not as big. When I do really big designs, I'll use the big brush. But this right here is perfect. So again, I'm doing little circles, gentle touch, and the stones will just kind of glide right in place. The way they are is because they're a little bit pointed. If they're upside down, they just kind of roll right back out. So we're going to go through. I'm missing one there, so I just went ahead, brought a pile, and went like that. So let's go ahead, take my brush, smooth this out, get these extras out of here. You guys like it so far? Like it? Do you think it's a cute design? I really like this. I basically all day today just did shopping on the website for different designs that I liked that I wanted to make in my Facebook Live. Is really what happened today. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's smooth this over. And I'm just going to move this to the side a little bit more so my tape doesn't get it. All right. So check it out. So here are my 2 colors so far. So this is 3 layers right now, but 2 colors because we have our SS10 stones that are in there too. So I'm just going to keep smoothing it so I can pick it up. Go ahead, lift it. So there's a stone missing, like it didn't make it all the way up. No big deal. Just smooth it right back down. Kind of go from there. Oh, there we go. So we got that going. So because this tape is in the same spot every time, that means that it's going to layer correctly because our tape and our templates are always layering like basically the same spot. We're just filling in different parts of it, okay? I hope that makes sense. So we're gonna kind of go from there. Let's go ahead and clean up these rhinestones. So for something like this, if you're doing a big order, I definitely recommend maybe cutting one or two, like 2 or 3 templates, because then you can brush in multiple templates at a time, so you're not cleaning up, you know, you're not taking as much time and cleanup in between each set, just so you know. So let's go from there. So we're just doing some cleaning, brushing and cleaning up these stones, putting them in the scoop. And then I have 2 little ones over here. Let's get these out. All right, so check it out. We have our scoop in here, all set up. And again, if we get to 600 live people, someone's gonna win this scoop. So you better get sharing, and don't forget the giveaways are gonna be at the end. All right, so we'll go right here. Let's peel off this template. And now let's just go and do our last one. Red. Here are red rhinestones. So let's go right here. Let's line up our corners. And so I can see a little bit of the stones over here, so I need to bring it over just a little bit. So again, make sure you don't see a little bit of black through there. That means it's placed on a little misaligned. Is that a special board? It's a very special $7 board from Hobby Lobby. It's just a cheap chalkboard. Not a big deal. The only thing you really need as far as what to brush your rhinestones on is you just need a flat surface. We like using chalkboards or marker boards because it's got those edges that kind of keep your stones contained. But you don't have to. You can use a flat surface. That's not a big deal at all. So let's go right here. Let's brush. All right, so we have our red in here. I have one upside down, so let's bring another pile. Bring that on top. So one thing that I wanted to clarify for you, the Magic Flock template doesn't, like it, with it flipping in the right way, it doesn't really mean like it's impossible for a rhinestone to flip in there upside down. What it really means is if there is one upside down, then the brushing of all the other stones will knock it out if it's upside down. So if you just dump your rhinestones and you kind of have one in there upside down, the Magic Flock's not broken, it's not defective. You just need to brush, you know, your stones right on top of it. So let's kind of go from there. Let's drop that down. So look at that, we have our little bow. So let me smooth this down and then I'll kind of hold it up so you can see how cute this is. All right. So let's go ahead and smooth that a little bit more. And so you may have stones that don't come up that you have to smooth. It's normal, it's not a big deal. When you do multiple layers, that can happen, all right? So check it out. Pretty cute, right? So let me go over, put it on my paper backing so I'm ready. And then we're gonna go over to the heat press and press this, all right? Okay, here I go. Actually, can I show the front camera real quick? So here I have, this is my tote bag. Oh, stop it, we're at 6:15. Yay, guys! This is a big deal, guys. What else can I give away if we get to another number? I don't know, Bino? What? Okay, so if we get to 700, then I'll give you your choice of a mini pack, okay? So check it out. This is what I'm going to be pressing this to. Now, this is a black tote. This is part of the Memorial Day sale. So this is part of the sale. You can buy one of these. I'm going to press one and give it away. But cute little bow to go on there. Nice, subtle, small design that I love, okay? This bag is going to be given away, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and set up our press. So one thing, let me see. Oh, it's just a little bit too small. So one thing about this bag that you have to keep in mind is that we need a good pressing area because we have zippers, we have all this junk going on, okay? So do you guys know how we kind of fix this and alleviate that? So let's go through. One thing that I like about this bag is I can take off this bow. Check it out. Just little snaps. All right, so let's go right here. Let's place our bow where we want it to be. Let's peel off the tape. Oh. Right, so we have our bow right here. Dang, it looks even cuter in the monitor. All right, so we set this up. Now, we have issues, guys. Remember how I would talk about pressure? Like, hey, you need to have proper pressure. Well, this is the deal. This is holding it up, this is holding it up, so we needed something to raise the pressure, okay? So I'm gonna take this pillow and, yeah, I'm actually gonna fold it twice to like super raise the pressure, okay? Oh, the lining. I was like, why isn't this not giving me, there we go. So we're gonna raise the pressure. I'm gonna make sure that my bow is totally touching the pillow here. All right, Lisa's favorite word, oops. That's true. It's true. I always joke around, like if you ever want to see me mess up stuff, just watch a Facebook Live. Like it is mistake central. Like that's like Nick's joke with me, like, you know, oops, oops, oops. All right, so we have this all set. I'm gonna cover this just because like I like covering when I do tote bags or something like that. Now, you wanna have good pressure. Now with something like this, because I have something raised, the pressure I have adjusted on my press may need to be lower just because it's so raised it may not even close, okay? So we're just gonna, basically, I want my press, to still be able to close, but to fight me a little bit on it, okay? Nope. Can you thread the bag? You probably could depending on your size of the press. With this press I'm working with, the 16 by 20, the bag was just slightly too small. So I'm not gonna have an issue with pressure right now. It like totally fought me as I was pressing it. All right, so we're doing 15 seconds. We're gonna let it go. I'm like out of breath from trying to close the heat press. All right, so let's do that. I gotta tickle my throat. Sorry guys, let me drink my water that I have right here. So check that out. Whoop. Whoop. I'm gonna go to the front camera. So check it out. Oh my goodness, Bino, it looks even better in the monitor. So cute little bow. I really like it. And so these tote bags, I love because they're like really, like they're a decent size, you know? We can take it to the beach. We can do a lot of fun stuff with it. It's, as someone already said, totes cute, okay? So I love it. Guys, this design is so cute. So I know like some of you will say, I don't ever want to do a design that has SS6 stones, blah, 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 that sort of thing. However, I do think in this case, it's totally worth it. I think it looks awesome, all right? So really cool. And I'm gonna put my little bow back on here because I love bows. So I'm just gonna put that right back on. Go from there. So to recap, okay? The only thing that I'm not giving away in this live is this, because this is actually my hat. I'm gonna wear it to the beach. So you can't have this hat, but let's talk about, I didn't mean to throw that so hard. Let's talk about what we're gonna give away. So go ahead, we're about to do the giveaways. Do you guys have any more questions before I go? This is kind of the end of the tutorials. So if you guys are watching this later on YouTube, definitely check us out, The Rhinestone World on Facebook. Check out all our other social media channels. We do at least 1 to 2 lives like this every week. And then you guys, if you're watching live, you guys are going to have the opportunity to ask questions and have answers. So hopefully I see you again soon. The weeks that we don't have trade shows, we'll have at least 2 lives a week, but we try to do them as much as I can. Okay?